morning. My name is Gretchen. I'll be guiding you through your podHot. It's a 60-minute class, and we're just going to start in just a few moments. So grab a towel and get started right away. Alrighty, we're gonna get started. Good morning. So come to the top of your mats. Bring your big toes to touch. Place a slight gap through the heels. Starting with pranayama breathing, interlace your fingers down to the webbing. Place them under your chin. Hug your elbows into touch. And begin inhaling. Open mouth, exhale, head draws back, spine stays straight, wrap the arms in towards each other, press the breath. Inhale, chin down, elbows high, belly in. Exhale, head back, spine straight, wrap the arms in towards each other, pressing the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Elbows high, chin down. Look straight ahead. Exhale, head back, spine straight. Wrap the arms in towards each other. Elbow tips touching at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Three more. Inhale. At the top of your inhale, elbow tips are at their highest point. And exhale, head back. At the bottom of your exhale, elbow tips come together to touch. Last two. Inhale. And exhale. Final breath. And exhale. Release your arms by your sides, Tadasana. Moving into our first pose, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Begin tick-tocking your body from side to side. Getting into a side body stretch right here. And then when you're ready, maybe take a little back bend and a forward fold and some twisting. Letting the body warm up. And then slowly begin to work your way back to center. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, tone the belly. Exhale, move your upper body over to the right as your hips press to the left. Chin is off chest, gaze is straight ahead. Ground your feet evenly into the mat, so stamp down the feet. You should feel your quadriceps engaged, so lift up the kneecaps. Bring a little bit of weight back into the heels as you press the hips forward. As you inhale, think about length. As you exhale, reach the upper body over to the right as the hips hips press to the left. Let your breath be natural. Keep the inner thighs hugging towards each other. Good. Press your hips towards the left side of your mat, a little more than what's comfortable. You're almost there. Take one more breath. Empty it out and change. Find center. Realign the body. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hips press to the right. Upper body reaches to the left. And it's the same thing. We really want to focus in on the side body stretch by sending the hips over towards the right side of your mat as you reach your fingertips towards the left side of the room. Chin is off chest. Gaze is straight ahead. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. Lift the chest. Keep your shoulders lined up, so right shoulder drawing back a tad. Keep your legs strong, feet stamping into the earth. Quadriceps are engaging. You're almost there. You have one more breath. Reach to the left, push to the right, and change. Come up to center. Look up at your thumbnails. Prepare for your back bend. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to draw back. Lift the heart. Look towards the back wall. Arms by ears. Look back. Go back. All the way back. And change. Come up. Forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Keep your spine long. And then release your hands down to the floor and start to pedal out your feet. You're starting to release the low back right here. So maybe shifting your legs from side to side or coming into a squat, bouncing. Again, let's move into podHot. Set one. Bend your knees deeply, cup your heels, stand on all 10 of your fingers. Bend your knees as much as you need. Glue your chest to your thighs, let your head go. And then slowly begin to lift your hips towards the ceiling without losing your chest connection. Heart draws down, biceps hugging, pulling the heels towards the ceiling, legs a little bit straighter. Do that one more time. And change. Release your hands from your feet. Touch your palms and lift out of the pose. Release your arms by your sides, Tadasana. Set two, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, arms come up. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, upper body over to the right, hips go to the left. So we're halfway for this set. So start to find a little more depth. Maybe the edge of your last pose was the new beginning of this, or of your first set is the new beginning of the second set. Push your hips to the left, reach to the right, keep your feet grounded. Take one more breath. Reach to the right, push to the left, and change. Come up. Reach all the way up, realign the body. Exhale, over to the left. Hips push to the right. Don't forget about the lower half, easing over towards the right side of your mat. Draw your arms back towards the left corner of the room. Open up the shoulders a bit here. Keep your legs strong. Keep your belly toned. That's going to help facilitate a deeper stretch through the side bodies. You have one more breath. Empty it out and change. Come up. Look up at your thumbnails. Prepare for your back bend. Inhale. As you exhale, start to lift up your heart as you draw back. Reach up, go back, look back, all the way back, and change. Come up, forward fold, hinge at your hips, spine is long. Release your hands and pedal out your feet once more.
Let's move into podHot set 2. Bend your knees deeply, cup your heels, elbow tips working towards each other, forearms working towards the calves. Drop the head, lift the hips. Heart down towards the floor, hips up towards the ceiling. Heart down. Use your bicep strength to pull the heels up, straighten the legs a little more, and change. Release your hands from your feet. Touch your palms and rise. Release your arms by your sides. Tadasana. Working up a sweat. Let's move into Utkatasana 3-part series. Step out to the right 6 inches. Extend your arms towards the front of the room. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit back as if you were sitting in a chair. And once you sit back, straighten up. Shoulder blades go towards the back wall. Tone the belly, working the thighs parallel with the mat. We have one more breath. And change. Slowly lift up onto your tiptoes. Take a deep breath in. Keep your heels nice and high as you bend your knees so you can see shoulders are stacking over the hips. Heels are high. And hold on. The lower you go, work your heels a little higher. Get a nice stretch through the bottom half of the legs and feet. Take one more breath and change. Slowly come up. Lower your heels down to the floor. Bring your inner thighs to touch. Take an inhale. Slowly lower. As slow as you can. So think about your 10-second exit or entrance into the shape. Squeezing the inner thighs as you come down. Hovering about a half an inch above the heels. Arms strong. Shoulders pulling back towards their sockets. Take one more breath. And slowly begin to come up. Find that 10-second exit out of the shape. When you come to the top, drop your heels, Tadasana. Garudasana, eagle pose, 2 sets. Arms come up as you inhale. Exhale your right arm under your left. Press your palms. Sit low. Send your right leg up and over your left leg. Work towards hooking the calf. Straighten up. Shoulder blades go towards the back wall. Elbows pull down towards the navel space. Right hip draws back. Press your heart through your arms as your elbow tips draw down. One more breath. And change, unwind, arms up. Exhale, left arm under right, press your palms. Sit low. Send your left leg up high and over the right leg. Work towards hooking the calf. If not, press into the calf. Straighten up, wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles in one line. Squeeze your arms towards each other as you draw your elbows down towards the navel space. Take one more breath. And change, unwind the arms right into the second set. Right arm under left, press your palms. Sit low. Send your right leg up and over your left leg. Hook the calf or press into the calf. You can always kickstand the foot. Squeeze your right thigh down into your left thigh. Hollow out your belly, tilt your tailbone towards the floor just a tad. Take one more breath. And change, unwind, arms up. Exhale, left arm under right. Sit low. Send your left leg up and over your right leg. Hook the calf. That's it. Shoulder blades back. Arms in, squeezing in towards each other, yet pulling apart. Left thigh pressing down into the right thigh. Take one more breath. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper on the exhale and change, unwind, arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. So that's your warm up. If you want to grab a quick drink of water, go for it. And we'll be back here in just a second. Alrighty. Moving on. Dandanamana, Janushirasana, separate leg, standing leg, forehead to knee. Take your left foot and ground it down into the mat as you bring your right leg up to a 90-degree angle. And right off the bat, we're going to round forward and pick up the right foot. Now, why we have the right foot, what we're working on is the left leg. We're making sure the left leg is strong and stable. It needs to be stable, and it also needs to be straight as you begin to progress forward. So lift up the kneecap, engage the quadricep muscles. Those muscles will help the leg get straight. Now look straight ahead and pull your belly in. Now, if your standing leg is straight, begin to extend your right leg forward. So you want to look like a sharp 90-degree angle or an upside down L shape. So you're working on both legs being straight. So draw energy out through your lifted leg, the heel. Now if both legs are straight, draw your elbows down to the floor. You want your elbows to be below the calf before you move forward. I'm not quite there this morning. Maybe the second set. Go one more breath and change. Reverse your steps, Tadasana. Okay, stamp your right foot down into the mat. Bring your left leg up to 90 degrees. And then right off the bat, round forward and pick up your left foot. So it's the same thing. Once you have your left foot, you want to work on your right leg. We don't want to be bent and wobbly, right? So the straighter your leg, the more stable you're going to be. And then once you're working on that, add on. Hollow out your belly. Look straight ahead. Good. Now, if both legs are straight, if your right leg is straight, start to kick your left leg forward. Remember, 90-degree angles from the side. I'm going to switch it out so you can see. So you want 90-degree angles from the side. Both legs are straight. If both legs are straight, gently draw your elbows down towards the floor. Energy pressing out through the left heel. Keep hollowing out the belly, looking forward. Go one more breath and change. Reverse your steps, Tadasana. If you'd like to bring your hands to your low back to support a back bend, go for it. If that makes you feel dizzy, you don't need to do it. Okay, let's move into the second set. Ground your left foot, right leg lifts up to 90 degrees. Right off the bat, round forward, pick up your right foot. Now, if left leg is straight, begin to extend. If right leg is straight, extend your right leg forward. If both legs are straight, draw your elbows to the floor, elbows below the calf. Now, if you have two straight legs, elbows below the calf, start to finish out your pose. Chin on chest, forehead on knee. Go one more breath and change. Reverse your steps, Tadasana. Right leg grounds down into the mat. Left leg lifts up 90. Round forward, pick up your left foot. If your right leg is straight, extend your left leg forward. If both legs are straight, elbows to the floor. If both legs are straight, elbows are below the calf. Finish out the shape, chin on chest, forehead on knee. Go one more effort and change. Reverse your steps, Tadasana. If you'd like to bring your hands to your low back again for a back bend, try it out. And then change. Alrighty. We'll be moving on. Dandasana Dhanurasana, standing bow pulling pose. Take your right elbow to your hip crease. Now imagine you're holding something precious in your hand. You don't want to lose it. So draw your right arm by your side, and without letting your wrist move, place your foot from the big toe side into your hand. So you're grabbing the inner arch. Now, touch your knees together and reach up through your left fingertips. Take a breath in. As you're ready, start to kick your right leg back and up as you charge the upper body forward. Now, shoulders are in one line. This is a twist, so that's where you're working on the shoulders. It's a standing balance pose, so press your standing foot into the mat, engage your quadriceps, and then finally, it's a back bend. So use your right arm to drive your right leg back and up towards the ceiling and the wall behind you. Laser focus, a single point of focus forward. Try not to look down at the mat. You're almost there. If you fall out, come right back in. You have one more breath, one more effort. And change, come up. Tadasana. Take your left elbow to your hip crease. Remember, you have something precious in your palm. Release your left arm by your side. Place your left foot into your hand. Big toe side or inner arch. Now knees draw together. Reach up through your right fingertips. Take a breath, and when you're ready, kick back and up as you charge the upper body forward. Standing leg is stable. Quadriceps engaged. Your kick and your reach is 50% in each direction, equaling that 100%. I like to say sometimes 100% in each direction because you want to give it your all. Again, laser focus. Shoulder next to the chin, eyes straight ahead. Use your left hand to drive your left leg a little higher. You have one more breath. And change. Come up. Tadasana. Alrighty, let's take a second set. It's about half the time. Take your right elbow to your hip crease. Drive your right arm by your side. Place your right foot into your hand. Knees come to touch. Reach through your left fingertips. Take a breath. And as you're ready, begin to move. Kick back and up as you charge the upper body forward. Focus on your breath. Focus on your kick and your reach. You have one more effort. And change. Come up. Tadasana. Take your left elbow to your hip crease. Release your left arm by your side. Place your left foot into your hand. Touch your knees, reach up through your right fingertips. As you're ready, begin to move. You're almost there. Kick and reach. Look straight ahead. You have one more breath. And change. Tadasana. Full breath in. Full breath out. Alrighty, take a step towards the back end of your mat. Moving into Tula Dandasana balancing stick. Inhale, arms come up. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, hinge. Body's a capital letter T. Chin is off chest. Stretch forward, stretch back. Tone the belly. Lift your leg a little bit higher and change. Come up. Step back. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, hinge. Stretch long, arms by ears. Keep the belly strong. Keep the hips level. Lift the leg a little higher and change. Come up. Step back. Tadasana. Okay, set 2. Arms come up. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Stabilize your standing leg. Keep your gaze slightly in front of your mat. Extend your right leg. Lift the whole right leg a little higher and change. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, hinge. Go a little bit higher and change. Come up. Step back. Tadasana. Alrighty. Step to the top of your mat and turn your body over to the right. Moving on. Dandayamana Vibhakta Paschimottanasana, wide leg forward fold. Take your arms out to a T as you step out to the right. Inhale, lift up your heart space, engage your legs. Exhale, forward fold, hinge. As I'm hinging, hips are pressing back, heart is extending forward as I release the hands down to the floor. Now eventually I want to cup the sides of the feet, cup the heels. If you can't get that, grab the sides of your feet or your big toes. Now strengthen your legs. Once your legs feel strong, start to drive the upper body towards the thighs. Left neck is long, hips are lifting, belly is toning. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Last one. And change. Release your arms to a T. Slowly rise, your belly lifting you up and out of the pose. Right foot meets left at the top of your mat. Tadasana. Let's take a second set. Step out to the right. You want to take a nice big step as you lift your arms up to a T. Good. Strong legs. Lift the heart space. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And again, see if you can grab the heels. If you can't, lessen your grip, sides of your feet, big toes. You can even go to the ankles or to the shins. And then engage the legs. Make sure they're nice and strong as you ease the upper body towards the thighs. Go one more effort. And change. Arms out wide, tone the belly, and you use it to lift the chest off of the floor. Good, right foot meets left, top of your mat. Tadasana. Uttita Parshva Konasana, hot triangle. Inhale, arms come up this time. Exhale, step out to the right. Take a nice, generous step out to the right as you reach your arms to a T. Rotate your right foot to the right side of the room. Back foot turns in slightly. Inhale. Knee over the ankle on the exhale. Flip your palms away from your body. Tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Now, this is your second twist of this series. So you want to roll your left shoulder open over the right shoulder. Stabilize your legs. Tone your belly. Your stretch is going to come in through your arms. So reach up and reach down without letting the body move. Use your right arm to press your right leg open as your right leg presses back into your arm. Gaze can be up at the palm. I'm going to keep my gaze straight ahead. You have one more breath. And change, warrior two. Straighten your leg and rotate your feet. Inhale. Knee over the ankle on the exhale. Flip your palms. Tick-tock arms 6 and 12. Same thing. Left arm pressing the right knee open. Right foot, all 4 points are grounded into the mat. Back outer heel and big toe mound pressing into the mat. Belly toned. Twisting open. Reach up, reach down without letting the body move. You have one more breath. And change, warrior two. Straighten your leg. Right foot meets left, top of your mat. Tadasana. All right, we'll take a second set. Arms come up. Exhale, step out to the right. Rotate your right foot. Arms are at a T. Inhale, knee over the ankle on the exhale. Flip your palms, 6 and 12. So you're building a lot of strength and a lot of stamina here. So keep your legs grounded into the mat, or your feet grounded into the mat. So you want to make sure that they're very stable. That's your base. And then work up. Tone the belly, twist, arms up, arms down. You have one more breath. And change, warrior two. Straighten your leg and rotate your feet. Inhale, knee over the ankle on the exhale. Flip your palms, 6 and 12. Strong legs. Make sure that strong foundation, everything else up that's building upon it will be strong as well. So if your foundation is weak, nothing can build very strong on top of it. So keep your legs strong, your back leg straight. Good, you have one more breath. And change, warrior two. Straighten your leg. Turn your foot, right foot meets left, top of your mat, Tadasana. Okay, face forward. Moving on, Dandasana Bipaktapada, Janu Shirsasana, standing leg, separate leg, forehead to knee. Inhale, arms come up. Press your palms, wrap your thumbs. Now take your left foot and step it back about 2.5 to 3 feet. It's going to vary for everyone. Make sure your hips are forward. So if you are standing and looking straight ahead, just your left leg is back a little bit. Now take a deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, chin on chest, forehead on knee. So rounding forward. You can frame your foot with your hands, or you can keep your hands together. Bend your right knee, touch your forehead to it. You want your chin on your chest and your belly pulling in quite a bit. If your forehead is touching your knee, see if you can straighten your leg a little bit more. Body or breath is slow and in the back body. Go one more breath. And change, touch your palms. Use your belly to lift out of the pose. Step to the top of your mat. Right leg steps back about the length of your leg. Hips are forward, deep breath in. Exhale, chin on chest, forehead on knee. And
And again, bend your knee as much as you need to. Close off the front side of the body, so hollow out the belly. Bring your chin on your chest. Small sips of air into the back side, to the low back. Go one more. And change. Touch your palms, lift out of the pose. Step to the top of your mat. Find Tadasana.
Alrighty, we'll be moving into Vrikshasana tree pose. It's our last standing pose. So take your left foot and ground it into the mat. So in hot class, we come into hot tree. So take your right foot up to your hip crease. One way to do that is grab the sole of the foot and open up the hip and then bring the heel up as high as it will go and let the knee fall open. If you can't quite get it up into the hip crease, go to the inner thigh. One or both hands to the heart space. Keep your shoulders over your hips, your ears over your shoulders. So we don't want the chin to jut out and lead the body. Keep your belly toned. Take one more breath and change. Release your right foot down to the mat. Give it a little wiggle or a pedal if you need. Now ground your right foot. Bring your left leg up into that 90-degree angle and then grab the bottom of your left foot. Open up the hips, so that's going to give you as much opening as you can for this pose, and then bring the heel up. And you might find that your right hand needs to stay and hold the left foot. That's okay. Bring your left hand to your heart. If you can move both hands away from the foot, then go for it. Take your right hand to your heart space as well. You have one more breath. And change. Slowly release your left foot down to the foot. Give it a little wiggle. So we'll be coming into a 2-minute Savasana. So as you're ready, go ahead and turn around and lie down. And I'll call you out when we're ready.
Pavanamuktasana, wind removing pose. With your next inhale, bend your right knee, bring it towards the right side of your rib cage. Interlace all 10 fingers and hold just below your kneecap. Inhale, fill with air. Exhale, drive the right knee towards the right shoulder using your biceps strength. And make sure you're including your left arm as you drive both elbows towards the floor. One more. Right knee to the right shoulder. And change, release your right foot down to the floor. As your right heel touches, bend your left leg. Bring it to the left side of the rib cage. Interlace all 10 fingers. Hold below the knee. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, right or left knee comes to the left shoulder. Biceps facilitating that pull in. Two more. Final. And change, release your left heel to the floor. Now when your left heel touches the floor, send both legs up. Without lifting up your head, see if you can reach around for opposite elbows. If you can't quite get the elbows, you can lessen your grip. My hip flexors are pretty tight, so I have my hands. So choose what makes sense. Go anywhere from the elbows to the hands. Lengthen the neck, tuck the chin. Soften the toes. Inhale, fill. Exhale, hug in. One more breath. And change, release your feet down to the floor. Savasana, rest. We'll be moving into forearm plank. Flex your feet, bring your arms up over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Chin on chest, belly to spine. And then go ahead and roll over and we'll start our forward arm plank right away. All right, so body's in a nice long line. Chin is off chest. Looks either straight down, but don't let your head hang. Press the back of your head to the sky or look slightly forward in front of the mat. Good, lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, but pull your heels towards your tailbone. See if you can bring a little bit of the ribs together, like a knitting of the ribs. And breathe. You're more than halfway. When it starts to get difficult, know that you can hang on. Your mind is giving out oftentimes way faster than your body. So I think your body can hold on more than you than you believe. You have 3, 2, and 1. That went really quick. I didn't even get to get my words out. Alrighty. Now you can stay in Sphinx pose for a moment or rest your forehead on stacked hands. And now we'll be setting up for Bhujangasana Cobra pose. So bring your chin down to the mat if it's not. Send your fingertips under your shoulder edges. Both legs hugging towards each other, so form one big long cobra tail. Empty out your breath and use your inhale to lift your neck, your heart, and your low ribs. Now drive your elbows towards your hips and feel your heart extend forward. Soften your shoulders from your ears. Pin the tops of your feet to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down to the floor. Look to the right. Rest your arms by your sides. Salambhasana locust pose. Bring your chin back to the mat. Lift up your hips. Slide your arms underneath your body, palms pressing down into the floor. Take a moment to shake out your left leg and then roll it slightly away from the body, or roll the top of the thigh away from the body. Inhale your right leg straight back and lift it up. Extend straight back to the wall behind you, so make sure your leg is straight. And then once your leg is straight, give it some lift. Right leg is doing all of the work. Left leg is relaxed. Go one more and change. Release your right foot down to the floor. Gently externally rotate it. Take your left leg, extend it straight back and lift it up. You want to lift above the kneecap and below the kneecap, so the whole leg is lifting. The left leg is doing the work. Right leg should stay soft and disengaged. Go one more and change. Come down. Bring your mouth down onto your mat. Roll your arms closer towards each other. If your arms are bent, see if you can straighten them a little bit more. Empty out your breath and use your inhale to lift both legs up and off of the mat. Go one more and release down to the floor. Release your arms, look to the left. Bring your chin back to the mat. Purna Salambhasana, full locust pose. Bring your arms out to a T. Bring your legs together. Empty out your breath and use your inhale to lift both your upper and your lower body from the mat. And once you have your upper and lower body lifting, stretch them forward, stretch them back. Lift your arms, angle them back just slightly. Open up the chest. Go one more and release down. Look to the right, arms by your sides. Bring your chin back to the mat. Don your asana floor bow. Bend your knees. Grab the tops of your feet from the pinky toe sides. Empty out your breath. When you're ready, just begin to kick your feet into your hands. Feel your chest pull off of the mat. Now roll to the softer part of your tummy and kick, kick. And as you kick, see if you can pull your feet forward. Take your gaze up. Go one more breath, kick a little higher, and change. Come down nice and slow. Look to the left. Let's transition. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into tabletop pose. From tabletop pose, we'll be setting up for Supta Vajrasana, fixed firm. Knees come to touch. Split your feet, ankles the width of your mat, and then take a seat between your ankles. Hands come to the soles of your feet. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly begin to lower down. Lower onto the palms. The next part is the forearms. Keep your knees grounded on the mat. If you're on your forearms, come to the crown of your head, the top of your head, and then the back of your head, and slowly working your way down onto your shoulder blades. Stopping at any point if you feel pain or if your knees are lifting off of the mat. Grab opposite elbows above your head. Lengthen your quadriceps, so gently draw your knees down towards the floor so you can stretch through the quads. Lift your lower back away from the mat. Tuck your chin slightly. Take one more breath. And change. Slowly begin to lift up. Come up onto your forearms, onto your palms, and then turn around and find Savasana. Ardha Karmasana, half tortoise pose. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Face forward and have a seat on your heels. Right off the bat, as soon as you sit on your heels, notice if they splayed wide for your sit bones. If they did, see if you can bring them a little closer towards each other as much as they can. Inhale, arms come up. Press your palms, wrap your thumbs. Stay for your exhale. Now inhale, I want you to think half moon, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, begin to send the upper body forward as the hips try to ground on the heels the whole time. If they lift, engage the belly as you come down. Now once you're down, arms are strong. So keep your elbows lifted off the mat. Keep your upper arms hugging the head. Keep the heels hugging in. Inhale, stretch your body. Exhale, let the hips draw back. So get longer as you exhale. One more breath. Empty it out. Now start to send the chest up. Keep the hips pressing down towards the heels and forward to lift up. Release your arms by your sides. Shavasana. Ustrasana, camel pose. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Face forward. Stand tall on your knees. Now, hands come to your low back like you're sliding into your back pockets. So the first thing I want you to do is take an inhale, and as you do, press your hips down towards your knees. Lift up your heart space, and exhale, go back. And you might reach for your heels today. You might stay as you are, taking a gentle back bend. Tail to the heels, heart to the sky. Chin to the ceiling. Go one more breath. And change, slowly come up. You're welcome to have a seat on your heels or turn right around into Savasana. Sasangasana, rabbit pose. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Alrighty, so turn around, grab a hold of your heels. Now when you grab your heels, you want to make sure you start off with your palms forward and your thumbs pointing to the ceiling. And then you reach down. Now thumbs will point to the sides of the room and you'll grab your heels. So thumbs stay on the outside edges of your feet. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, start to compress, chin on chest, round down. Bring your forehead as close to your knees as you can. Lift your hips up and pull on your heels. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Pull the chin on the chest, a small, shallow breaths. Go one more. And change, slowly rise back up. Savasana. We made it to the stretching series, Janu Shirsasana, forehead to knee. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Face forward. Send your right leg off of your mat. Bring the sole of your left foot and press it into your inner thigh. Reach your arms up as you breathe in. Twist to the right. Bring chin on chest and forehead on the knee. So if you need to bend your knee here, do so, because this is compression. So we want everything to hollow out. We want to be able to suck the belly in to get into the organs. Lower your left shoulder down towards the floor. Rotate your left ribs toward your right inner thigh. Go one more breath. And change, slowly rise. Switch your legs. Right foot to the left inner thigh, left toes are flexing back. Breath in, exhale, chin on chest, forehead on knee. Right shoulder draws down towards the floor. Left ribs are rotating towards the inner thigh. Maybe you see if you can straighten your leg a little more without your forehead losing connection. Go one more breath. And change. Inhale, come up. Extend both legs forward. Lie back, realign the body, come straight back up. Paschimottanasana. Go ahead and grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. So this is different. We don't want to round the spine, but instead we want to keep the spine nice and elongated. So lift up and then slowly begin to straighten your legs as much as they'll allow you today. And then if you have your legs straight and your spine straight, start to draw your elbows back towards the wall behind you, letting your heart extend forward. Look forward. Heart extends forward, belly pulling back. Grounding your legs, if they're straight, into the mat. Go one more breath. And change. Slowly lift up. Exhale, Savasana. Ardha Matsyendrasana, spinal twist. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Shh. Shh. Left heel comes to your right sit bone. Right leg comes over the left leg. Try not to sit on your left heel. And we want to make sure both sit bones can eventually ground to the floor. Right hand back behind you. Inhale, left arm up high. Exhale, twist. Connect your left elbow with your outer right thigh, and then see if you can reach down for your left knee. You might need to scoot your right leg forward or right foot forward. That's okay. Now inhale, think length. Exhale, twist. A light touch with your right hand. So maybe come up onto the fingertips. Take one more breath. And change, release your head and your body. Take a counter twist and switch your legs. Remember, try to avoid sitting on your right heel. Keep it in close to your sit bone. Left hand behind you, right arm high, and twist. And then see again if you can grab your right knee with your right hand. Inhale for length, exhale to twist. Take one more breath. And change, release your head and your body. Counter, Savasana. Kapalabhati, skull brightening pose. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head. Double exhale, sit up. Shh. Okay, have a seat on your heels. If sitting on your heels isn't accessible, switch it out. You just want your spine long. Okay, arms extended out in front of you, chest open. Take a breath in.
moment, lick your lips, swallow a few times. And we'll move a little bit quicker into a second set. Take a deep breath in. Five, four, three, two, one. Take a moment to close out your practice any way you see fit. And then final Savasana is where you will head. Give yourself at least 12 breaths if you can. Longer if you have the time. It's really lovely once you get past that 5-minute mark. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice this morning. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. I bow to you all. Namaste.